Hey guys, and welcome back to the stream. Sorry for being late a little bit. Let's jump right into the game.
Shouldn't have wished to live in interesting times.
Okay, we are here at the camp right now. It happened very many things happened at the last episode. To think about it. Actually, right now, our main goal, that is getting rid of the tadpoles, came to more or less dead end. The only spark of hope that we have now is continuing our adventure and searching for or try to make our way to the Moonrise Towers, because there Holson the Druid, leader of the Druids, stated would be the place where they actually manipulate the tadpoles magically before they insert them into quote-unquote volunteers to form an army of Elizabeths of that tentacle monsters, or like maybe not specifically an army of the tentacle monsters, but of entities that are that can wield powers beyond that even. And it is if we believe the queen of the Githyankis that who we met last episode, this is an attempt to overthrow the order at Faerun, to destroy everything here and to start a new, I don't know, empire of darkness. I don't know. We don't know yet, so to be honest, I don't care. We have our own problems right now, and we still don't know what the tadpoles in that are in our heads, what they actually do to us. So, and we don't know if there will come a time when they do the thing that tadpoles normally do, that is to transform that person or that like living being into one of the tentacle monsters. So of course we want to prevent that, so we have to find Moonrise Stars and hopefully find out more about that tadpole problem that we are dealing with. And there's also this mysterious artifact in the possession of Shadowheart, which seemingly hosts or imprisons an entity, a very powerful one, that the half-god and queen of the Githyanki, Lakith herself, couldn't kill, and so she kind of ordered us to do so, or try so. And we traveled in that artifact, and it was an own world in a world and we met our dream visitor, which who presented us with a sword, and we decided to take that sword and try to kill this said entity. But it didn't work. And of course the entity there, they told us, of course, a story that we would like to hear. Like, yeah, we are the good ones, they are the bad ones, you know it. To put it simply. But we have no proof of that. We have no proof that anyone we met so far and boasts of themselves. They are the holders of the truth. We don't have proof for any of what whatsoever. So we kind of still, more or less, at the beginning, and we have to find out the truth ourselves. I want to do that. I don't want to land on words that are spoken by others, because they could be lies, and we are not in an everyday situation, so our own existences, our own lives are at stake here, and I don't want to end up as a toy for whatever, for anyone, no matter what the cause is. I first want to make sure we, and of course we as group, the people that are involved in this, are, yeah, sound and safe, or safe and sound, I don't know in which order you say it. So we have to be, it's kind of like the situation the first time I entered an airplane and got the instructions. I was a little bit confused because the lady told us at some point that you should, if anything bad happens, and that air masks will drop out above you, drop out of the ceiling above you. You first should make sure to grab one and apply, or like wear it, or put it on your own face. Then, after you did that, only after you did that, and make sure you can breathe, you should concern for other people. So it is a little bit, it was a little bit shocking at the moment for me hearing that. But at the second, I gave it a second thought, and it makes sense. It makes perfectly sense, because I mean, what point is there if you are not doing that and end up dead, and you can't help other people if you're dead? So of course you first should make sure that you are safe, or at least in the situation safe as far as you could or can get safe. And then you can start concerning about other people. I mean, and this is kind of similar situation. Our own lives are really at stake here, and of course many more lives here in Faerun may be also at stake. But if we just do stupid things here and don't care about ourselves, just follow whatever is told to us by whomever, then I guess we will not come far. We have to make sure that we are at least at a point where we gathered enough information or intel to move forward without having to think twice or thrice over every step that we're doing, over every action that we are planning. So I want to get this behind us. I want to get to Moonrise Towers, and I want to hopefully gather enough information or settle the things there, so that we can really start that adventure here. Or at least be sure, because that is one of the reasons why I didn't dive, or I'm lacking the word here, why I didn't use the illicit powers yet, because I'm not sure about potential side effects, or and I kinda take this very seriously, so it is not just a game for me. This just RPG games or RPGs for me is like trying to really trying to how do I say that, to attain or to dive into that role, into those roles of the characters, and not just clicking somewhere. I really try to be the character. And I really, what would I do if I was in a situation like this? So I try to play like this, and that is actually what I love about RPGs, because and despite a good movie who has a story and that is maybe very good, and characters that are maybe very well portrayed or whatever, you can decide yourself here in those kind of games, and that's what makes them special. So I want to really try to focus and try to do the characters as I would when I was in a situation like this. Okay, let me actually see. That was a very long monologue. I didn't plan to talk so much, but I guess we kinda at a breaking point right now. So, next steps are very important, and we have to think about that steps. So let's see what our question says about these things. We have, of course, the main quests, which the first thing, or the most important thing, is to travel to the Moonrise Towers. And as you can see, the find a cure thing, despite their saying in brackets complete, all of every single one of them quest strings ended more or less in a dead end. That does not mean that they were that they didn't make sense. So we gathered information through doing that, through completing those quests, and we now can use that for the main quest. And the other quests here, the others quests beneath that are more or less side quests. And I want to do that as well. I want to do all of that as well as I can. If I find it, the things that I have to do or the places I have to go to. But for now, my main priority stays on the Moonrise Towers. And before we going there, we are right now at the camp. We use that opportunity to sort out a little bit our inventory. I never get this with the pronunciation, sorry. And then we head out again. Here, and before I do that, I actually I'm afraid I have to announce a little break here at the start, at the beginning of the episode, because I actually have to pack out laundry, and yeah, it is how it is. So I'll be back, and until that I'll just leave the stream as it is right now. So yeah, I guess about 10-15 minutes I'll be back. So stay tuned and forgive me about that. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for make you waiting so long. So we go through each character and sort out the items that we don't use or don't need right now, and send them to the camp. That I basically that is more or less what we've collected the last episode. So let's see. First one, Superior Elixir of Arcane Cultivation. Gain an additional level 3 spell slot. Replaces effects from other elixirs. Okay, I guess we keep that. Longsword, nope. Send to the camp. Antidote, yeah, good for that. Send to the camp. What is that? Basic poison? Nope. What the hell? Why we are... Okay, that is strange. I didn't notice that last time. Why we are in the possession of the artifact now and can't give it to Shadowheart. Okay, we will, after that, we will do a little bit of group talk. We will start converse with the group. Okay, send to camp. And send to camp. What is that? Elixir of Barkskin. Drink to increase an armor class to 16. Okay, that's okay. Bye bye. Bye. And bye. And bye. And bye. What is that? Deals. Nope. Strange chunk of amber. To the camp with you. Okay, I think the boot situation, we cleared that last episode. If I'm not incorrect, so... Boopity boop, boopity boop. Except for Arcane Cultivation. Gain to an additional level 1 spell slot. Replaces effects. I'm not sure. Maybe we should keep this for now. Elixir of Dark Vision. Drink to gain the ability to see in the dark. Up to... Oh, we don't need this. Scroll of Fucklord. Okie dokie. Why bound? Why it is bound to us now? I don't get it yet. Okay, whatever. So what do we have here? A blue headpiece. And forgive me about my bad pronunciation. Diadem of Arcane Synergy. Synergetic moments. When you inflict a condition, gain Arcane Synergy for 2 rounds. What the hell? Weapon attacks deal additional damage equal to affected entity's spellcasting ability modifier. It gets deeper and deeper. A bonus penalty based on the ability your class uses to cast spells. The ability is indicated on the level character sheet with a star. What? Sorry. For someone who's who has a very who has knowledge about the D&D rules. Maybe that is just some what you're doing, idiot. Just take it or throw it away. I'm not sure. I have to figure it out yet. So when you inflict a condition, what does this mean? Inflict a condition. I'm not sure. So of course we gain something when we do something, but or when something is triggered, whatever. So Arcane Synergy, which is kind of synergy of course, but what is that spell casting modifier? I mean, by the only by reading of certain things like arcane and spell casting, I assume that is more or less an item that a spellcaster, someone proficient with magic, would use instead of someone who is, I don't know, swinging a blackjack or a sword. So it is more like a caster item. And if I look at the headpieces of my group, I can see that maybe there's something that often should bear, or maybe Asterion or Shadowheart. I don't know. Let's okay, let's give this to Shadowheart then. Animal friendship, protection of even good. We actually never used that stuff, right? Simple rope. Okay. Yeah, we are good here. What was the Japanese? Wait. Nope. I read nigiri first. Okay, so that away with you, away with you. Honey ham, bye bye. Potion of angelic slumber. Drink to fail, fall into a two-tone slumber unless interrupted. You gain a benefit of long rest. I mean, yeah, that is quite pleasant, but I can't think of a situation right now where we need this, so bye bye. Potion of animal speaking, yup, we will keep that. Score of protection, Okie dokie. Send to the camp, blah blah blah. Strange conduit. While concentrating on a spell, the bearer's weapon attacks deal an additional. I mean, I don't complain about that. So, weapon attacks, that means we have to get in close combat. Maybe there's something for Asterion or Lysel, but she already has one. So, I think for now it's okay. What about this necklace? Let's see, we all wearing necklaces. So, what about this one? Elemental augmentation. When one of your cantrips deals acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage, add your spellcasting modifier to damage dealt. I guess that's a caster thing then. What is she wearing? Absolute's Mercy. If they abuse Absolute's brand, they have advantage on death saving throws. Yeah, 12 dead. Elixir of Peerless Focus. Saves them against being charmed. Phew. Magic can't put you to sleep. Maybe that's not something we should just... What the hell? Okie dokie, so... Greater Elixir of Arcane Cultivation. Gain additional... Okay, we'll keep this one. Fire Elixir of Resistance. We're not that shabby. Away with you. And you. And you. And you. And you. And you. And what is that? Away with you. Skull of Mirror Image. Create free illusory duplicates of yourself that can distract attackers. Each duplicate increases your armor class by 3. Come on, why not? We just try this out at our fight. What about this Soulbreaker Greatsword though? It is a psionic weapon. There is a psionic power to it with is conditional in brackets, so it can maybe, if certain conditions are. I mean, what the hell? It can deal additional damage. I'm not sure about that. Maybe we should... Who the hell could wear something like that? Not often. So, what about... Let's see. I don't know. What about her? No, it's not that good. Right? So... Maybe a stereo? Phew, I'm actually not... I'm actually not sure about this.
Watch your back.
Oh, he can't. So, Lysol could wear it, and it is better, I guess. Or a little bit, depends maybe. So, for now, I switch it. But I will keep this here. Oh, that's very... Let's send it to the camp. let's just try this out.
Still alive, so that's
But
progress.
possibly I could go wrong, right? Yeah. So let's end this day and let's get ready to hit the road again. Or did we actually rest? Yeah, I guess we rested. Oh yeah, the last time we ended the episode here after that fight. And to kind of all kind of get it on the same page for people that maybe didn't watch the last episode. Or we came from here, and I thought the mountain pass would be the end of the arc 1 or act 1 or the episode, like the chapter 1, but I was wrong. That is just a section, another map, but we are still in the first chapter of the game, which I was told is the best of all the chapters in the game. I don't know what that means. So, and instead of going straight, we decided to go right and straight into the crutch instead. And after we were done with, or we dealt with, was what is there and what awaited us there, we came back here to that port, waypoint, whatever, and then I proceeded in this direction and fought this monsters here. So that's basically all we did. In short, so everything that we are doing right now is new, and I don't know yet. It's unknown content for me.
Blackith's will be done.
Maybe it's best if Lysol leads the group for now, because she's kind of a tank and a fighter. Actually, I don't know how it is for you, but if I see a squirrel, I'm very happy, because where I live, you don't see them normally. It is rare. They are there, they live in the woods, but if you encounter one, you are really happy, because they are really shy, and like other wild animals, they hide if they can sense you. So it is not where I live. It is not like a plague where they would hop and I don't know, jump and climb and run wherever you go. It is really rare seeing one, and I like those kind of animals. I'm not gonna lie, this sword looks badass. Reminds you a little bit of Besar. It's really a big sword. Maybe such swords are not realistic to wield,
The bridge is
actually.
down. There must be another way through.
Oh, and do you see those? That reminds me of Dishonored. It looks a little bit like a nest of something. I mean, that does not look like it is a natural part of the tree. That looks like something that was built there by something.
What's that? Don't fancy getting my hands dirty. I need a shovel.
Don't fancy getting my hands dirty.
Who has the shovel in? What? Nobody? Okay, I will change that. Sorry, I thought someone had a shovel. Blind? Okay, maybe I'm not blind, but just dump. Okay, leave camp. So it looks like we don't have a shovel yet. We sold everything. I don't know. Okie dokie, no matter. Let's go.
Walk in the way of dawn, for Lathander cannot protect you where the light doth not reach.
Eager for battle.
That sounds like we are going underground, and you can see that the light is fading here. It leads to darkness. Oh yeah, to absolute unmerciful darkness. Okay, before we go this way, I want to check here first. And I think that I wanted to add, that I want to talk about a little bit, is the music of the game. At first I found it a little bit annoying, especially in the character creation screen, where I spend a lot of time, and the soundtrack felt really fast, or it did not take long before it felt repetitive and not in a good way. But while I was packed out the laundry today, I listened to the sound in the background more actively, because of course I was not playing, and I really like how the instruments the different instruments take on that theme, on that melody, that is like the like I don't know, like the theme of the game. Yes, it's really well done. And whenever there is an orchestra and whole, I mean, not just one specific instrument or a bunch of them, but just a whole arrangement of different instruments that have to play all together to create a specific sound. I really like this. I like this a lot in other games like Genshin Impact or Honkai Star Rail. It is something that games should embrace more, in my opinion. Not just doing music with modern instruments, but also incorporate instruments that were played hundreds of years ago, and maybe even instruments, I mean, throughout the world that are played or were played by other cultures. Not, I mean, they all can make music, they all can make sound, and why not using that to create something new, to create something beautiful? So I really like that idea. You can compose classical music today. This is not a like have those instruments and the knowledge of how to play it and to create soundtracks with it. So why not using it? Just because there is, for example, an electric guitar, or does not mean you have to throw away the acoustic guitar, right? So they can like profit from each other and create something new, something more beautiful. Okay, let's see what happens here. Okay, I didn't expect that, to be honest. We are now back in the camp. Maybe it's like, okay, you go to a new area, sort your things out, and then go. We can't leave the camp. So I think that is a good time to go around here in the camp and talk to everyone. We will start with our companions, which are part actively in our group and not like, come on, let's go with Shadowheart first.
You know, I've been catching myself smiling more lately. I think that's your fault.
Okay. Smiling is good. Something strange happened. That artifact you carry, it seems to just come to me. Yeah, that is something that I actually wanna talk about. Because what the fuck, why is it now in our possession? Why can't I give it back to Shadowheart, who is actually like has the mission to protect that artifact with her own life and whatever it takes. So it is I mean, I am very happy that she didn't outright attack us because we are now in the possession of that artifact. But that is necessarily not something that I like a not burden, like something that I if I had the opportunity to choose, I maybe would give the artifact to someone else, because I guess it is in the wrong hands. We should give it back to Shadowheart. She is the one with the mission, so let's talk about that a little bit more.
I know. I felt it.
Okay, what? You felt it what? Fly away from you?
Yes. No. I don't know. The artifact seems to have powers and a will of its own. It protects us. I don't know how or why, but I'm glad. I felt it go from me to you. You need its help, just as it needs us. Still just a box, after all.
Okay, I think that is very information here, or a very important part of Shadowheart here. First of all, I don't think it's just a box, and we were the one, often were the one who was who made contact with that entity inside the artifact, and that entity refused to engage in an interaction with anyone else besides us, because it was the kind of the it thought we would be the leader of the group, and it only wanted to deal with the leader of the group, and that is why Orphan was the one who engaged with that entity. So it kinda would make sense if the artifact or the entity in the artifact made sure that Orphan was the one, or is the one, that is now in possession of the artifact. But at the same time, we have to be a little bit suspicious here, and of course cautious. Because if that entity senses that we potentially are a leader of a group, or a leader in any capacity, someone plainly said with more power than an average person, then of course this entity would make sure to fall into that hands of said person. Like, for example, the ring of Lord of the Rings was had his own will, so to speak, and of course it kind of would try to get back to his master, or its master, but it is more or less just the one with the greatest power. So this is not something that we should take lightly. This is something serious, because we are not able to change the fact that the artifact now is bound to us, and as a person to Arfan, and not to Shadowheart anymore. So it means it has its own will, and it can, to a certain extent, influence the outer world, that is reality, despite the fact that that entity is being kept in that artifact. And I assume that this entity is not by will in this artifact. They, or it, or whatever it is, was more or less imprisoned there for a reason. That is at least what I am thinking right now. based on the information we gathered so far. So we have to be very careful here. And I'm not sure. The problem is we have to gather information, more information, and we can't do that because Shadowheart's memory was erased. So it's like keeping a bomb with us and not knowing that it is a bomb or what it actually can do. So it is something it is bad actually, but we can't just throw it away either. Because if it falls into the wrong hands, it can cause really bad damage. Yeah, I will take. Sorry for me monologuing here, but I just when I do something like that, I just try to make sense of it. I'm thinking loudly. So I suppose you'll want it back.
Might not be possible. It's stubborn that way, prone to lashing out. Keep it for now. We can all help to protect it.
And I think, yeah, that is like that's a problem. It actually does not matter if the artifact, or of course it does matter, but it is not. It does not mean the artifact right now protects us. But that does not mean that the artifact first does not have its own agenda or the entity inside it, and second that the artifact or the entity inside it are pulling on the same end of the string as we do. So maybe right now at this moment that entity, that dream visitor living inside the artifact or imprisoned there, is the opinion or has the opinion that it is the best if it sticks to us for now and help us, because in the long run or it will contribute or help its own agenda. So more or less we are still pawns, we are still objects, or at least we can. There is no way we can outrule that interpretation right now. We could be just a component of a much bigger or greater plan of that entity living in the artifact. And we are more or less just means for it, just tools for that greater plan, to make sure that this is happening. So for the time being, fuck that illicit powers. I mean, it's an RPG, so I'll choose that way. Let's see what happens.
I am Vlaakith's most loyal servant. She will not abandon me.
I think it is like a theme on its own that is like a string, like a red string throughout the story. She will not abandon me, and also Shadowheart. they more or less all kinda illusionary? Of course she would. So, I had to read the single egg. How many does the clutch usually contain? Let's try to get more information here.
Kalir's clutch held 3 dozen eggs, more or less, though I've learned of creches that harbored 100.
Yeah, that's actually a good question.
Humanoid. How I despise the term. Githyanki are quite superior to humans. Our biology slates state that Githyanki came to lay eggs after we escaped illicit enslavement and took to the astral plane. It's an asexual process, a favorable change by any estimation. Hideous to imagine a life where I couldn't partake in the pleasures of sex without the looming threat of bearing children.
Okay. I wonder, I mean, she is portrayed really strong, Lysel, but don't get me wrong here. It is just the physical appearance. She actually does not look strong. She actually does look like someone who lost weight and really heavily lost weight to an extent where it is not funny anymore. I mean, muscles are muscles, and you can't you can't just like look like just I don't know, skin and bones and have muscles. That is I mean, yeah, you can reduce your fat. That is, but she, I mean, if she would really have had muscles, it would look different. This is not looking healthy. I'm wondering from where the Githyanki actually gain their strength, their physical strength, because they don't. I mean, there are not enough muscles to like try to explain, or I mean, this is I don't know, it is not something that you can explain physically. So who does the laying? I'm curious about the logistics here.
Shukiani. Githyanki chosen by Vlakith herself to bear young. The queen assigns when and where they must lay, and how many eggs they must bear. The Shukiani pass their eggs in the material plane. In the astral, time barely passes. It is a meticulous process, carefully timed so that the eggs hatch at once.
That, okay.
Go on then.
The catching room, yeah.
My own Savage would never have threatened a youngling. A waste of time and energy. The pupils themselves culled the weak from their ranks. I myself felled 4 of my own classmates once Kalir had 100 times circled Tyrell.
That's awful. Is life not precious to the Githyanki?
Not every life is equal. My people have no use for cowards. Every trainee that I slayed was either too weak to withstand the lessons, or was cocky enough to pick a fight they could never win. Their lives were not precious. They were a blight that required expunging. The Githyanki are only as powerful as their weakest warrior. Jaquith de Venzir, the termination of the frail, strengthens us.
Ooh, okay, that's really dark. It reminds me of a certain chapter in history that is, yeah, a really dark one, the darkest one. And it also reminds me of that kind of Spartan attitude a little bit. Like, if you are not strong enough to live in this world, to live by the rules of that world, whatever that those are, or that are like the rules that are made by this society, then you have no worth for that society, and you better die or whatever, or go away. It is, I don't know. I don't think it is something that has a fruitful end. If you try to sort out persons, people, whatever, entities, that is not everyone can possibly fulfill an ideal that was artificially created by someone. That is ridiculous. That's not. They more or less try to. The Githyanki try to maybe more or less be like nature, so a little bit like survival of the fittest, but top that with their own imaginations or own theory of what is strong and what not, whatever. So like they have specific rules or specific goals you have to reach, or specific, I don't know, something that you just have to incorporate or to have to be fulfill or reach in order to be seen as a valid member of that society. It's really brutal. Okay, have you thought about making use of the tadpole's power? No, I don't think. We will live here. Don't make use of the tadpole's power if we don't understand what the possible effects or side effects could look like. We should talk to Starion now.
Yes.
Okay, I think it's what? Oh, I thought we could talk about more things. Okay, let's go to Gale. I don't know. Gale is my man, and I said it before, and I say it again. I'm not really happy with leaving behind person or people at the camp while traveling through the world with only 4 characters. I would like to use, or like if we want to scale in our group, we would have to command one staying at a camp of our current group, and I don't like that idea. So it is not Gale. For example, Gale, we don't talk to him very often, only if we are going back to the camp, and he is not taking part actively in our adventures, so he always will be staying behind. It is, I get it, but I'm not really super happy with it. Also, yeah, maybe this is like an incentive for this one as playing the game multiple times, not just once. But yeah, I don't have the time for doing that, so
How can I help?
let's see if there is something new. It's easy to cast magic. I was wondering about your mind and lord you told me about. If you feel there is magic overtaking you, what do I do now? Join me. Nope. Okay, I guess there are no new information. What is Halcyon? What about Halcyon?
You wish to speak?
Oh, okay. Never mind. Then will.
Well met. I think that unknowable powers come with unknowable consequences.
Yeah, that's exactly.
I can't say I'm not curious. But once you take an illithid by the talon, there's no telling how deep into the abyss it might drag you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a really based opinion, I think. It is very rational thought, a very... facts. That are just facts, so... Persuasion, you've seen how dangerous these absolute cultists are. We need the extra. Just look at me, how potent I'm becoming. Think of what we could accomplish together. We face untold danger as well. Shouldn't we seize every possible advantage? That is like... oh, I don't know. All three of them are more or less like... we don't know what we are doing, but I sense we have great... we can wield great power. It is like dropping the atomic bomb. The consequences, that action... I mean... that is something that I don't want to decide ever in my life, something like that. I certainly would not do it. I guess it is, if there is something like where you could not foresee the dangers or the, I don't know, the consequences, and at the same time you are knowing that it is really potent or powerful, or no, I mean, come on.
All right. Anything more we should discuss?
That's that is something. No, that is just a no-go. At least for me. So, okay.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
Has your search turned up anything that might help with this parasite problem? Yeah, let's actually try to... No, I think that's the... Yeah, wait, why not? Oh no, okay, I've made a mistake, sorry.
My research... You only...
Yeah, no, we don't. At the time being, I know that if you do this thing that we did before, just trying out and get... I mean, he's not able to get rid of our tadpole, but instead he rips out one of our eyes and replaces it with an artificial one. It is more or less a bonus, something that is actually useful, but I don't like the idea of having one eye being artificial. But for the same reason I didn't do the bargain with that old hag, with that witch I mean, we are already kind of hounded by this tadpole, so that is enough, I would say. So more or less, I think we talked with to everyone. Which means, no, Karlak, not with Karlak, right? So let's try.
Copper for your thoughts.
Is there not a saying in English, penny for your thoughts, or something like that? True. Okay, so about your tadpole or tadpoles, come on, we are heading out.
You really did it, huh? Not worried about adding more illithid into the mix? Well, what can I say? You look fine, smell fine, seem fine. If you got a little boost from the tadpole, who am I to begrudge you? In fact, got any going spare?
What? Okay, actually, I don't want to, let's see the first.
You know, I think I would. Bit surprising, but I'm starting to see the silver lining of this whole parasite situation.
Okay, let's give it to her.
Thanks, soldier. I'll use it well. Promise.
Okay, I kinda, I'm so, I want to take her into our group. I really like her voice. The voice acting here is some, I mean, don't get me wrong, the voice acting of every character is splendid, superb, is super top notch, but it is kind of personal preference. I like her voice a lot. The same goes for Shadowheart's voice. I don't know why, I just like it. And I realized that talking to her right now. I mean, I like all voices, but I don't know why there is something to specific or to some voices that I really like. I don't know what it is. Maybe a little bit of an accent. I guess I like the British accent of Shadowheart, and I like a little bit darker pitch of Karlak's voice. The voice of Lysol is very breathy, which is also something that is like a characteristic that you don't hear often. And Asterion, he is just so over the top with his intonation and the way he is pronouncing, or like his melody when he speaks words, is very dramatic, like in an actual play. I don't know. It's just funny and refreshing to listen to that. And Gale is just super. I don't know. He has a calming. There's something calming in his voice when he speaks. It's I can't pinpoint it down every. So yeah, the voice acting here is great. They did really good work with that. And you have to admire that, you have to give credit to that. That is nothing that is like normal in a game. So yeah, but that adds to the whole experience of the game, and not in a minor sense. So it is of course important in an RPG game when characters are very important, that they are well portrayed, not only in appearance but also of course in other aspects. And voice is one of those aspects. Yeah. I think I wrapped the episode up for today. We did not do very much here so far, but I still have a feeling of... I mean, there don't have to be progress in every episode. It is like we, in this episode, we more or less, or at least I kinda got to terms, or got to a point where I now can reach out again or continue the journey without having to worry about something, without having to look back or think about, oh no, why don't you, or why didn't you do X or Y? What is about blah blah blah? Should I not just do X or Y the next episode, or what about blah blah blah? I just have the feeling of in the next episode we can start, and we are heading out for Moonrise Towers. Of course, now we are entered a new area in that, like heading for that goblin cave or what it was. But our ultimate goal is the Moonrise Towers, and I now more than ever are sure about that goal. I want to reach it, because we depleted every other option along the way so far, in terms in regards with the tadpole situation and the cure, the potential cure for it. So this is our last straw that we could grasp, or that we could hold on, and I hope it will not disappoint us, and I hope it will lead to a brighter future for the group, for the persons in the group, and of course in the greater picture for Faerun, the world that we want, of course, protect from evils. So with that being said, let me actually go to the chat screen. And wish you all a very well night. Stay safe, and we will see each other in the next episode. Tomorrow will be Celeste, and then on Friday I will continue playing Portal Revolution, the modification for Portal 2, which is also a super fun game, and it is for free if you own Portal 2. Highly recommend it. So yeah, we will see each other again if you watch Baldur's Gate 3, or only watching Baldur's Gate 3 on Monday. So yeah, stay safe everyone, and bye bye.